Today we are going to be completing our Simple Stories Vintage October 31st cards by layering them up and decorating them. If you've missed part 1 of the video, I will be putting that link down below. Hello everyone, it's Madi Azar with Spectrum Art Creations. And now it's time to gather up our supplies. So we're going to go to page number 2 and look at the supply list that we're going to need. We're going to be needing for this part 2 of the process, we're going to need some adhesive. You could use either a liquid adhesive or you can use your score tape. We're going to need some foam adhesive or pop dots. You're also going to need scissors. You're going to need pinking shears or some kind of decorative scissor. If you don't have those, that's fine. You can always just tear your paper and that would look amazing as well. You're going to need some thin crocheted twine. I'm not sure if this is the right gauge, but I had this one. And then we're going to be needing some regular twine. I don't have white. I have an off-white, like a natural type of twine. So we'll use that or try that at least. Then we need a stapler. I'm going to use my tiny attacher. But you could use a regular stapler, whatever you have in your home. We're going to need a corner rounder. You can always freehand it as well. We're going to need a narrow orange ribbon. Now, looking at the instructions, I can see right there that that is going to be the type of ribbon they're looking for. I don't know which one, so I just grabbed some of ours and I brought the whole basket. I don't know if it's going to need to be like this thin. I might have to use purple. I do have another orange one here. I have one that looks just like almost like the one in the picture. I don't know if it's too wide. So again, just use what you have in your stash. Then we're going to need some ink for distressing, and that is optional. I'm going to be using my Graphic 45 Classic Black Hybrid ink. Loving this stuff now. It is so saturated. It's got great coverage. It's very smooth. Like it's silky smooth. I love applying this stuff. And we're going to be needing sewing. So they said sewing like a sewing machine. That is optional as well. I don't think I'm going to go over to the sewing machine. So what I did was I grabbed some of my border stamps and some of my like faux, this one's got laces. Then I grabbed, again, not sure what I'm going to need, but this one's got the faux stitches from the zigzag to the straight to some decorative ones. So we'll see if maybe that'll work. And then finally, of course, we're going to need our ephemera, our chipboard, and our enamel dots. Now, if you're using something different, then just make sure you get yourself some enamel dots, some flat packs, or maybe some liquid pearls. Also get yourself some ephemera and some chipboard pieces, and we are ready to start. Okay, so let's start with card number 1. Now, here's the way that we're going to be working this. I am going to do the layout. I'm going to lay out all of the pieces that we're going to need for each card, and I'm going to tell you which set they've actually they belong to, right, where I've got them from. So as an example, we're going to work on card number 1 together, and then we can kind of go from there. It'll be a very, very seamless process once we understand the first one. So we're going to work with Boo to You. That's going to be our first card, and for that one we are going to gather the dark gray piece from set number 2. We're going to gather the 3x4 orange dot paper from set number 9. We're going to gather the orange star piece, and that was from set number 7. Then we're going to gather the 4.5x1 solid black piece, and that was from set number 3. Then we are going to gather our black stars piece from set number 13. And we're going to gather the cream webs. That's going to be from set 8. And then we are going to gather the 2 by 1 little gray piece from set number 1. Okay, so from here on out, that's basically what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna tell you, or maybe just put it on the screen, like set 2, 9, 7, where I've gotten each piece. All you have to do is go to that set and find that corresponding piece. The other thing that I am going to be doing is I'm going to be distressing all of my pieces first. And then if I need to do any touch-ups, once we do like the fishtail banners or any corner rounding, I'll just touch up those pieces. But I'll start by distressing everything, and then we will just put them together seamlessly. A really nice and easy process from here on out, because you will have all of your pieces prepped and ready. Okay, so for card number 1, we're going to need the following pieces. Always make sure that when you are starting to glue your cards, to make sure that they're opening in the right direction, whether it's this orientation, right, horizontal or vertical. It won't be the first time that somebody's glued, including myself, something on this side and then realize, oh no. Okay, but it happens. So I just wanted to point that out. And so you'll see me just kind of gather all the ephemera pieces that you're going to need and continue to work from here on out. And I might just speed through some of this, okay? But again, remember, you're totally in control to pause, and also you can use your little gear setting to also slow down the video if you so prefer. Just a quick reminder that you're going to be seeing a couple of variances when it comes to when I'm making my cards. I am going to be changing up the placement of some of the items, not tremendously, but Simple Stories does a phenomenal job, guys, on instructions. They tell you like half an inch from the bottom or a quarter of an inch from the left. I'm not going to be following the measurements. I am going to be using the same pieces. I'm going to be using the exact same ephemera and all that, but I am going to maybe be placing it in a different position, a little bit lower or a little bit higher. So 90% of everything that you'll see is per the instructions with those small differences, just like the foam dots, right? Those are completely optional. You can make these with no foam dots and they would still look amazing because they have lots of layering and chipboard, which give it depth. But also the foam dots, I will be placing them where I find that I think they would look good to me. So you have that artistic freedom to take those liberties to change it up just a bit here and there, wherever you see fit. During the making of these cards, you're going to realize that you have a lot of opportunities for those of you who are journalers or that like pockets and flips and tucks and all that. You're going to have lots and lots of opportunities to add additional pockets and moving parts. Here I just did a simple notch on this one that is not on the instructions, and you're going to see me do that in other cards where I'm going to add some pockets, and then I'm going to share some other ideas with you as well. But again, this is one of those liberties that you can choose to do, can choose not to. They can just be, cards the way that they are meant to be. But I wanted to point it out. So if you see me doing little things here and there throughout the video, now you know why. You know, I just thought of something. This could have been a really cute little flip book feature if we would have, kind of just hinged it, and then we could have had an interactive little book piece here in the front too. So, again, just as you're creating and your brain starts to work, you think, oh, the possibilities. So I'm glad that we have all the measurements for this card, and we have all the ideas, the pieces that we're going to need, because I have extra paper and so do you. And we can always replicate this card and just make sure that we have that we create some kind of interactive little book piece here in the front. That would be super fun. And this completes card number 1, including adding a large pocket up at the top. For card number 2, which is Boo, Happy Halloween ghost card, we are going to need the orange card from number 1, from set number 1. We're going to need the 2 spiderweb pieces from set 8, the black star pieces from set 13, the light orange piece from set 13, and the multi-plaid piece from set 10. Then we're going to need some ephemera pieces from the Bits and Bobs. You're going to need the ticket, the tag, the boo, the Happy Halloween, and 2 bats. And then from our chipboard, we're going to need the kids, the ghosts, the kids that are dressed like ghosts, and they have pumpkins, which is at the top right hand side of your chipboard. Now remember, these are adhesive, so there is a backing to them, as you can see, but I'm going to try and like pull mine out with the backing so that I can put it on the table as a layout for you guys, so you guys can see all the pieces that you're going to need. Okay, there you go. Okay, the next thing we're going to work with is going to be this light orange piece. Now, as I mentioned, you could do one of two things. You can either use your decorative edging scissors or your pinking shears and do one of those, right? Which is kind of what they have in the picture. Totally cute. But don't be afraid to also just tear. You can just do a little hand tear, and that would look awesome as well. Okay, cool. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I hope you guys are loving it as well. And then we're going to come in with all of our ephemera bits. Now on this one, we're going to punch out that pre-punched, oh, we can use this hole. And again, we can distress these pieces around the edges just a little bit, just a quick distress. It just kind of helps. You see that? I don't know if you guys can see the bottom versus the top white core, and then where I've distressed and you don't see that white core anymore. See that? See the white right there? And then you don't see that here, right? In retrospect, once again, I probably would have left this open because this would have been neat for this to have been a pocket for this tag right here, wouldn't it? Yes, it would have. But that is not to say that we cannot improvise now. Let's see. Can we make this into a tuck? I think we can. Okay, And now this should work as a little tuck, which it does. Yay us. Okay, so we were able to make a little tuck here. Actually, I can even glue this side of the boo. Now, if I were doing this from go, I probably would have moved this banner a little bit lower here so we can actually see more of the boo exclamation mark, but that's perfectly okay. It's kind of looks very similar to what they had on the instructions, right? So now I'm gonna glue this side here just so that it's not flippity floppy, and we've got our little tuck for our tag. So now that's also another interactive piece. So we've got the top here, right? And now we've got this tuck as well. Looking back, I probably, like I said, would have left this checkered piece to become my little pocket, but I think that still looks super, super cute, right? Yes, I think so. And that completes card number 2. Uh-oh, I stand corrected. Guess what? We forgot our bats. We left them laying right on the table. Okay, and then the other thing I was gonna move it down, wasn't I? Oops, I kind of put it up top, didn't I? It's okay. So the other thing that I was gonna mention is be careful not to, if you're doing the pocket, be careful not to glue anything up here at the top that is going to, like if I glued that bat wing down, then it would have closed the pocket, right? So just kind of keep that in mind. But that now for real is card number 2. Let's move on to card number 3. And now we're ready for card number 3. This is going to be our EEK card. Yes, EEK. EEK. So for this one, we are going to need a card base, a black card base from set number 3. We're going to need the witches piece from set number 12, the orange text from set number 16, the black and orange stripe from set number 3. We're going to also know, I'm sorry, from set number 15. We're going to need the orange piece from set number 3. And then we're going to need the 2 circles from sets 10 and 2. And we're going to end up layering those like that. Then we're going to need some of the bits and bobs paper ephemera. We're going to need the following 3 pieces. In the Moonlight, the spider web black label, and then the kitty cat with the pumpkin and the button. And then from the chipboard pieces, I punched mine out so you guys can see them. We of course are going to need the EEK word. We're going to need 2 of the hearts, an orange spider web, and a white one with the text on it. And then we're going to need our 2 postage stamps. And so these are the 5 pieces from the chipboard sticker pack. So again, here we have card number 3, which is Eek, and it turned out super, super pretty. All right, let's move on to card number 4. Card number 4 is going to be Ghost and Goblins. For that one, we're going to need a gray base from number 2, the text, orange text from number 16, the checkered or plaid from number 10, the spiders or speiders from number 11, and then the black web from number 5. Then we're going to need the black polka dots from number 6, the stripes from number 7, and then the little gray piece from number 1. In addition to that, we're going to need the following ephemera pieces: 2 of the tickets. One says October and one says Carving, the Ghost and Goblins, the Costume Parade Kids, the Eat, Drink, and Be Scary, and then some enamel dots. And then we're going to bring this in. Now, again, looking back, this could totally become a second pocket, and this is going to be kind of off to our right a little bit more than centered. But I am thinking it would be nice to turn this into a pocket, or again, into, this could totally be hinged and then have it become a little flip. You can add a little Velcro dot on here. So there's just so much. I mean, again, I know you guys don't want to sit here for like 5 hours, for each card, or, so I'm going to just move on, but I'm just giving you some ideas in case you do want to stop the video here and create a little flip. You can bring all your scrap pieces of paper here and even use something like that, right? And then this could be your, just got another one of these out, that could be your base, and then this would flip up this way, right? And we put a little Velcro dot or a little magnet behind the paper, and it would be super cool as an interactive piece. But all right, moving on, I am going to put this up on dots. And there is card number 3. And then this one, we've also notched a pocket on there. And if you wanted to create this as an interactive little mini book flip in the front or pocket as well, you could have made this into a second pocket. But there is card number 4. So card number 4 done. We are going to move on to card number 5. And now we are ready to move on to card number 5, which is Wicked Cat card. And we're going to be using the orange base from number 1, from set number 1, the spider from number 8, the polka dots from number 9, the stripes from number 7, the kids in the costume from number 9, and then the gray piece from number 2. In addition to that, we're going to need the following ephemera pieces. These are the paper bits, right, and bobs. You're going to need the witch, when the doily, the October memories. You're going to need a piece of twine, the word wicked, happy haunting, the black spider stamp, postage stamp, and then the haunted house orange postage stamp. Then from the chipboard set, you're going to need the 2 cats, and we're going to need some enamel dots for this card. That looks so cute, guys. I like it. Of course, you know, sewing always gives it a different element because it brings in yet another element such as thread. But sometimes, you know, we just don't want to do it. And sometimes people don't even have a sewing machine. So I figure, oopsie daisy. Oh well, I'll try not to press hard on that side. Oh, I still got it. Well, we might have to cover that up a bit. But point being is we got our faux stitching on there. Not perfect. Kind of improvised. Then we're gonna mat this gray piece with our kiddos. Now remember, this does have a sense of orientation, so don't like glue your kids upside down. I mean, if you glue them upside down now, it won't matter, but once you put this on the card, make sure it's facing the right way, right? And again, if we want to, we can create another pocket here or a pocket here. I mean, we could do pockets all over the place, right? But since I already have one here, I'm just gonna glue this one regular. Oh, that is so stinking cute. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, and there we have card number 5. All set and done. Beautiful. Okay, and we have a little secret pocket on that side. And now we're moving on to card number 6. This one is called Happy Halloween. And we're going to need the following pieces. A black card from number 4, the bats from number 6, the text from number 16, the black piece from number 3, the plaid multicolor piece from 10, an orange piece from 1, the black and white polka dots from 6, and the gray piece from number 1. Then we're going to need the following ephemera pieces from the bits and bobs. So these are the paper ones. We're going to need Happy Halloween, the doily with the bats, and the cat on the pumpkins. And then you need a piece of the thin twine or string. Then from the chipboard pieces, you're going to need 2. You're going to need the little girl that's sitting on the pumpkin with the black cat. You're going to need the trick or treat sentiment, and then we're going to need some enamel dots. Now, unfortunately, I've lost the front half of this card, which was putting the mats together. But we do have the pieces that we just went through and covered each piece. And then you can see here, of course, which pieces I've already placed down. And you have your printed or your PDF instructions from Simple Stories. So what we're going to do is put together those mats, and then we're going to get right into decorating. Okay, so that is going to complete card number 6. And on this one, don't forget we did that the pocket, right? Let me put a sticky before I myself forget where I put the pocket. It was here, wasn't it? Yes. So we've got this really nice large pocket in here. Okay. And now on to card number 7. For card number 7, we're going to need the following pieces: an orange base from set number 3, number 14 for the plaid checkered black and white, 7 for the stars, 12 for the witches, 13 for the colored stars, 4 for the black piece, and then 7 for the stripes, the multicolor stripes. And then from the ephemera, we're going to need Super Scary, A Haunting We Will Go, Hello Pumpkin, and the little pumpkin with the glasses. Isn't that adorable? Then from the chipboard, we're going to need 2 hearts. One's going to have the gray spider web, and then the other one is going to be the I guess the off-white with the text on it. They look like so. Okay. And we're going to need some enamel dots and then a piece of ribbon. Now, I just kind of guesstimated. I'm not really sure how big of a piece we're going to need. So I cut myself, I think, a little bit extra just in case. It is a 12-inch piece that I've cut. So we're going to need those, and then we are ready to get started. All right, and there we go. We have our enamel dots, which almost look like bubble. What is it? Hubble bubble, toil and trouble. Bubble bubble, toil and trouble. There you
Double
go.
trouble.
And there is card number 7. And now we are going to complete card number 8. This is our last card. For that, we're going to need another orange base, our last one from set number 4. Again, we are like down to no pieces, but I'm still going to give you the numbers just in case you decided to go out of order or to skip a card. This is from 12. This piece, the black web, is from 5. The orange strip is from 1. The Viewmaster that we fussy cut is from 15, and then this little gray piece is from set 1. Then you're going to need 2 ephemera pieces. One is going to be the orange doily, and then the You Are Wickedly Cute. Okay, then from the chipboard piece, we're going to need 5 pieces. One is going to be this really awesome stitched, look at that piece. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my heavens. They did such a good job. That one, the number 31, the 31st, 3 bats, and the pumpkin. And these are all from the chipboard pieces, okay? And that is it. We are ready to assemble. And we are done with our final card. And this one is very layered, super pretty. I love how you can see like the twine now on this tag, where if you look at the instructions, you couldn't see that twine at all. So I did like that we tweaked it just a little bit. Super, super pretty card. Okay, so now let's talk about, let's clean up. Oh, wait. No, golly, guys. Sorry, we forgot the bats. We've got bats. We do. Now, because I left this open, I got to be careful, right? Not to glue anything that's going to impede that movement. So I'm going to glue that there. Get your 3 little bats. And let's glue them down. One goes here. Then we've got another one that goes up here. That's kind of cute, but I think I'm going to angle it that way. And this one, I had already removed the backing. We're going to put that up here. And then last but not least, there is a third one whose backing has also been removed. And we are going to glue that. You know what? I don't know. Oh. I might even glue it. Yeah. Like around here. So it looks like they're flying out from this corner and going that way. Perfect. Okay, I like that. That completes card number 8. Let's clean up, and then we're going to come back and talk about a couple of other things. And now that our cards are all done, I wanted to do a little quick, like super quick count. And I think we have over 50 ephemera pieces. That's just in chipboard. We still have all of this left over. I mean, you could definitely knock out a journal, or, 8 more cards. You have all of this left of chipboard. You have all of this left of ephemera. You have the enamel dots. And I know it doesn't look like much, but I mean, there's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 26 pieces, if I'm not mistaken, just in the paper, plus all of the chipboard, plus the enamel dots, and you still have all of this left. Remember, I told you to save all of this. I mean, we've got everything from some big pieces to some medium-sized ones. I mean, plenty to do mats and all the techniques that we've learned. And we've got our lovely little stripes too. Don't forget, they're double-sided. So you have tons of die cuts. Now, don't forget, we still have to fix this one, right? Because of my little boo-boo of overstamping. Now, that is as easy as an enamel dot. We can, I guess, put a heart up there. That looks cute. We could, what else could we use? Oh, we can even use something bigger and just layer up like that. The 31st, right? We can put that up there with some pop dots. We could use a phrase up there. So there's plenty. And we still have chipboard too. We have the skies and tickets and hearts and boo. Look at that cute little boo. So yeah, you have plenty of possibilities, but I just wanted to show you just how much stuff is still left over to create. So a very generous kit by all means. You still have all of that left. And of course, our lovely cards. We really hope that you guys have enjoyed crafting along with us. We hope that you will give this a try. Amazing the amount of layers that went into all of these cards. And of course, even the insides now are so pretty and ready to go. And of course, I have my little ugly stickies in there to keep our places for where we've decided to add some other interactive features. But remember, look, we have all of this. So it is as simple as coming back and making some super cute tags and whatnots to put in here, right? Or journaling cards to kind of just stick in there too. So you have all of that for possibilities. Do you have a favorite? If you do, we would love to hear which one it is. Did you enjoy making these cards? If you did not get this kit, is it something that you feel now confident that is easy enough to put together if we follow it step by step? And this one's got the large pockets where we notch them out, right? Love this one. It's so elegant, right? So, you guys tell us. We'd love to hear some feedback and thoughts. And was the process good? I mean, I usually, you guys know, I do very short videos and we speed right through them with minimal amount of talking. But for this one, I had promised you guys a craft along. So I figured this would be a great way for you guys to not only be able to craft along, but to be able to refer back to the video over and over and over again, pause it, do whatever it is that you need, as opposed to having a live class and then not being able to repeat the process. Thank you so much once again for joining us. Please don't forget to leave us a thumbs up. Don't forget to leave us a comment and let us know.
Thank you.
And of course, to share videos with your friends and in your crafty groups. We really appreciate it. And it helps the channel to grow. And it keeps us bringing you more content. As Madison said, thank you so much. You guys have a blessed one. Bye.